Interesting recipe for chanterelle pickles from my friend Chef Sami Tallberg from Finland, and a couple little shout outs here. This is going to be a really simple pickle recipe. It just makes one little jar of pickled chanterelle buttons. First, if you like to make mushroom pickles, my mushroom conserve, this is my go-to, and I make large batches of this, like large batches, multiple quart jars. This recipe is special. The recipe makes one small jar, and I got to go to Finland a few years ago. You can see there I'm in my first sauna. And Fisker's company actually brought me and Black Forager and a number of other people from different places in Europe for a marketing campaign, videos, and some photo shoots. And we got to pick chanterelles with Chef Sami.
Sit here, start a little fire, toast some chanterelles.
And there you saw my friend Nevada Berg, who's an author from Norway. So Sami is basically, if I lived in Finland, he's kind of like my brother from another mother. I had heard of him before. This is his mushroom book that covers like 80 different species, and I don't know how you can buy it. He does have his wild herb cookbook that you can purchase, but the one thing that I wanted to highlight, the cool thing that he made with us for part of the photo shoot, was just some simple mushroom pickles, but they were chanterelle pickles with wild juniper and a few different things that I hadn't put into pickles before. And the pickles include sugar, which I don't usually include sugar in my mushroom pickles, so I was like, okay, maybe this can be the way that I can like a sweet mushroom pickle. So I made a couple different varieties. First things first, though, here you're looking at chanterelle buttons, and chanterelle buttons are going to be the best for pickling. The chanterelles on the right are larger, so those are going to be better for sautéing because you want bug-free, small, chewy, crunchy buttons. This isn't for big, floppy, old chanterelles. This is for young chanterelles. You can see that I have some that maybe have slightly opened caps there. That's okay, but generally speaking, we want to go for the small buttons because they're going to be the best, and it's a great way to preserve their texture. And I'm soaking the mushrooms here. I have instructions of how to make it if your chanterelles are really clean and dry. So the key ingredients here, Sami used equal parts sugar, vinegar, and water, along with wild juniper, celery, and garlic. That's really sweet for me, but I did want to do it so I include a little bit of sugar too, just not that much. And I did a bunch of different versions to kind of see which one I liked best. This is the one that I liked. It makes a single pint jar. So we got sliced celery, garlic, juniper berries, salt, a little chili, sugar, rice wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar, and we use thyme. I'm going to add a little bit of lovage. You can be pretty creative here. I mean, it's only 1 pint jar, just to see if you like it and give it a shot because it's a cool recipe. And the celery is interesting. Celery adds a little bit of salt to dishes that it's cooked in, but we're just going to bring all these ingredients to a boil. Once the chanterelles are wilted, we will put them into a pint jar. And if you want a stronger juniper flavor, we used wild juniper, like whole branches when we were in Finland. You can crush the juniper with the back of a knife, then just cover all of those with pickle liquid. There shouldn't be too much left over, but there should be a little bit. And that's it. Store it on the shelf, store it in the fridge. Here's how to use them. So, charcuterie plates. Obviously, these are great little pickles for things like that, stuff where you want to eat them with a toothpick. But I've also served them just like as entrees. There is chanterelles mixed with a couple different mushrooms and goat cheese and grilled flatbread. At the book dinner for Untamed Mushrooms, I served chanterelle conserve with a little bit of brie melted on top, heat up on a flat top, a little green salad. And that's basically it. Just a fun recipe, interesting way to use wild juniper, and, a nice little shout out to my boy Sami, who's still doing his thing there over in Finland. And I'm going to leave you with a slightly self-deprecating video of me jumping into a frozen lake in Finland.
Oh.
Oh,
It's cold. Okay, it's cold.
The recipe is on my website. There's a link at the top of the video description for that. Thanks for watching.